So many homeowners make this mistake and don't even realize that it can cost them tens of thousands of dollars. And many just go to their bank or go online to Rocket Mortgage and don't compare their loan options. So in today's video, I'm going to break down the difference between a mortgage lender, broker, and a bank, and which one is going to give you the best deal. So a mortgage lender is someone who just represents their company only, and because of this, you're stuck with whatever rate, fees, and programs that they're offering at that time. And if you get denied, then you're going to have to start over, different place somewhere else. An example of lenders are going to be places like Rocket Mortgage, Loan Depot, Rate, Veterans United. Now, I used to be a mortgage lender myself. Now let's go over what a broker is. So a mortgage broker, and this is what I am, they are not tied to one single bank. So they're able to shop the rate and programs with only one credit pull, one application for you on your behalf. And if you get denied, then they can find you another bank. They have all the paperwork, they just send it to the other bank. You're not having to do that part of the legwork. The reason why this is important is because some banks have more flexible guidelines, some banks are more strict. And I actually had a client, she had a very difficult situation, very complex. So we ran her through, we knew this up front, so we ran her through two different banks at the same time. One bank said, yes, we'll take the loan. One bank said no. And because we did that, we still closed the loan on time, and we could only do that because I'm a mortgage broker. Then you have banks, which a bank offers other services and loans, not just mortgages. They don't specialize in that, so it's not going to be their bread and butter. And because of this, they're not really built to optimize your deal. So what the banks are really looking for is just low risk and consistency, which is why they have a lot more stricter guidelines. They want 800 credit score. They want very cookie cutter deals because of this. And again, if you get denied, then you're going to have to start all over somewhere else, and you're stuck with whatever rate and fees and programs that bank is offering. And one of the biggest differences is what's going to matter to you most is, again, banks and lenders, they only offer their rates, fees, and programs. With a broker, they're able to shop through multiple options. And with me, I have about 50 to 70 different banks. We put in your information and it spits out, it shops the rate among all of those banks and spits out what's going to be the best option. And this alone can change your monthly payment several $100s a month, and it can save you thousands of dollars on the life of the loan. And here's why people still pick the wrong choice, is because they choose based on who's replying fastest, who sounds the best over the phone. And that's why many companies like Rocket Mortgage still win, because they're really good at marketing, speed, and sales. And I actually had a client, he sent me a loan estimate from Rocket Mortgage. I couldn't believe the amount of fees they were charging this client to get this rate. Good thing he found me, shopped the rate for him, found him the same exact rate, even better, with a lot less fees. This is why it's really important to understand your options. And here are 3 myths that I hear, or a lot of misinformation when it comes to working with a mortgage broker. So number 1, mortgage brokers are more expensive. This is not true. Rates are a lot cheaper. If that was the case, there would be no mortgage brokers still in business today. And I get paid through the actual bank for doing the paperwork, for doing the loan process itself. So it's not an additional cost to you yourself. And the banks are able, that's why they're able to give me a lot better rates at wholesale pricing, because again, I am doing the entire loan. This goes into number 2, that brokers are really the middleman. Again, that's not true. You, with my team, you are going to be dealing with us from start to finish. We don't hand you off to the bank itself, and you're having to call the bank and talk to thousands of different employees from that bank. Again, that's not true. The broker, I am the one that's going to be handling the entire loan. And number 3, banks are a safer option. And again, banks are going to be a lot slower. They're going to be a lot less flexible. So if you need to get your loan done in 30 days, which is typically the normal amount of closing times, the banks are going to move a lot slower than that. And here's when to use each one. So when it comes to a broker, if you're a first-time home buyer or you're self-employed, there's several flexible options when it comes to self-employed income, if you want speed and if you really want the best deal possible. And 2, when it comes to a lender, if you have a very simple, clean scenario, you're not going to get denied and have to start all over somewhere. And then when it comes to a bank, if you have already a long existing relationship with them, if you have a lot of money invested into that bank, or if you have a very simple, very clean scenario, very cookie cutter, 800 plus credit score, then it's going to make sense to go with the bank at that time. And here's how to win as a buyer. So number one, get pre-approved with a mortgage broker. Tell them what you're looking for and have them do the shopping for you so that they can find you what's going to be the best option for you. And if you're planning to buy a house and want to know exactly how much buying power you have, click on the link in the description, schedule a call, and I'll be in touch.